humans of the information superhighway. My name is JP Seacrest. Today I'm here to talk to you about Opus and Bill, A Wish for Wings That Work. Opus and Bill, A Wish for Wings That Work is a special from I think 1991 or so, 1991 or so, based on a children's book by Burt Breathitt, which was in turn based on the comic strips Outlands and the predecessor to it, Bloom County. There have been, since then, successor strips, Opus, and a rebooted whatever, Bloom County after that. But at the time, I think this was Outland's era of this whole universe. And, I don't need one that shows that's constantly taking the mickey out of other people's hard work. It's a lot easier to tear things down than it is to build them up. And beyond that, in this particular instance, Burt Breathitt said worse things about this thing than I could even think to say. He said it belongs in a trash heap. He said that the only way you can enjoy it is if you're high on speed. Well, he implied as such. And while I admit that it's not very good, I wouldn't go quite that far. There are things here to enjoy. It is well animated, for starters. I mean, look at this right here. If you're a Bloom County fan, that's perfect, Bill. That's what Bill should look like in animation. And look at that 180-degree turn he does. That's not super easy to pull off in animation, and it looks really smooth. So credit is due to the animation department. They nailed it. And I think the voice acting all around is pretty good. I don't have any particular complaints with anyone. And he even has some big names in there. It has Gene Hackman as a cross-dressing cockroach. Which, yeah, I don't appreciate that joke, but whatever. I'm moving on. Or it has Robin Williams as a kiwi, like the bird, constantly going on and on and on about what really doesn't work about this, which is the script itself, which Burt Breathitt has admitted. He said he was very new to the format of a television script, having written only comic strips, and it's a very different form. And his humor is hard to translate to that form, which, fair enough. I mean, you have this, comic strips are this 1-2 punchline thing for the weeklies, and then weekends you have a little bit more time to expand it. But still, this is totally different. And he's in good company. Harvey Picar's script for American Splendor was thrown out because he had no idea how to write a 3-act narrative. So, I'm not going to begrudge him not being able to do something that isn't really what he does for a living, or has never been what he does. But I'm still going to talk about it. I'm the camera setup and everything. This thing does that whole, starting in the middle of the story and then jumping back thing, which I don't like as a rule.
About my life lately. In fact, just this morning.
And aside from that, the acts don't really flow together. The first 2 acts are just jumbled mess, and then the third act is this almost entirely separate thing about Opus saving Santa Claus and saving Christmas, and that actually works as a story on its own right. He starts a place of comfort. He has a call to adventure. He refuses the call. He's literally dragged to the point of the adventure, and then he completes the adventure, and then returns home having been changed by his journey. Look at him. He has a Santa hat. He's a totally different person now. It follows the classic Campbellian hero's journey pretty much perfectly, all by itself. And the first 2 acts really just feel like a support structure to that have almost nothing to do with each other than the fact that the first 2 acts are supposed to set up that he really wants to be able to fly, which in turn in the third act, you see him getting flown around by a bunch of ducks. Which, why didn't Santa just even ride in his sleigh? That's kind of, I don't get that. Oh, also, you see this, on the cover, he has this weird little propeller costume that doesn't even show up in the special. I'm pretty sure that's from the original children's book that this was based on, but at the same time, shot in cover. I mean, there are other things about this that don't really work for me. I don't think it's particularly funny. The name is funnier than almost anything you see in it. I don't really get the whole Duck Three Stooges thing. Although I do think it's pretty funny to have the curly duck have a ball atop of his head. Though that was cute. I don't see why a child is running a support group for flightless birds. Although a child running a support group for flightless birds certainly explains why the whole thing fell apart so quickly. I mean, this is pandemonium, completely unhelpful to anyone there. But it's Bloom County. And how the third act actually works by its own actually makes me wonder if they would have been better off just making 3 separate shorts and taping them together under the name A Wish for Wings That Work. And we could have seen some other characters from the story, from the universe, Steve Dallas or the carrot-headed kid whose name I can't remember. Middling, forgettable, pointless, I guess. But what's the point of anything on it ultimately? It would be nice if the world could have a better, interpretation of the Bloom County characters. But I don't think that's ever going to happen. I think Burt Breathitt is very content with just keeping the characters in the comic strip world. And, maybe that's for the best. Alright, well, that's all I got. Till next time. And, have a Merry Christmas. Or if you don't celebrate Christmas, have a really great Tuesday. Whatever. Just enjoy the rest of the year and the rest of your life. Peace. You know what? While I have you here, I have something to say that has nothing to do with Christmas or special, but it's vaguely related to Bloom County. Actually, it's directly related to Bloom County. It's related to Bloom County. It's just been weighing on me for like 10 years. I just gotta get it off my chest. Conversion therapy isn't a real thing. # make Steve Dallas gay again. Secret battle.